October 9, 1942. Dearest Kitty, today I have nothing but dismal and depressing news to report. Our many Jewish friends and acquaintances are being taken away in droves. The Gestapo is treating them very roughly and transporting them in cattle cars to Westerbork, the big camp in Drenthe, to which they are sending all the Jews. Miep told us about someone who'd managed to escape from there. It must be terrible in Westerbork. The people get almost nothing to eat, much less to drink, as water is available only 1 hour a day, and there's only one toilet and sink for several thousand people. Men and women sleep in the same room, and women and children often have their heads shaved. Escape is almost impossible. Many people look Jewish, and they are branded by their shorn heads. If it's that bad in Holland, what must it be like in those faraway and uncivilized places where the Germans are sending them? We assume that most of them are being murdered. The English radio says they are being gassed. Perhaps the quickest way to die? I feel terrible. Miep's accounts of these horrors are so heartrending, and Miep is also very distraught. The other day, for instance, the Gestapo deposited an elderly, crippled Jewish woman on Miep's doorstep while they set off to find car. The old woman was terrified of the glaring searchlights and the guns firing at the English planes overhead. Yet Miep didn't dare let her in. Nobody would. The Germans are generous enough when it comes to punishment. Bep is also very subdued. Her boyfriend is being sent to Germany. Every time the planes fly over, she's afraid they are going to drop their entire bomb plant on Bertus's head. Jokes like, "Oh, don't worry, they can all fall on him," or "one bomb is all it takes," are hardly appropriate in this situation. Bertus is not the only one being forced to work in Germany. Trainloads of young men depart daily. Some of them try to sneak off the train when it stops at small station. But only few manage to escape unnoticed and find place to hide. But that's not the end of my lamentations. Have you heard of the term hostages? That's the latest punishment for saboteurs. It's the most horrible thing you can imagine. Leading citizens, innocent people, are taken prisoner to await their execution. If the Gestapo can find the saboteur, they simply grab 5 hostages and line them up against the wall. You read the announcements of their deaths in paper, where they are referred to as fatal accidents. Fine specimen of humanity, those Germans. And to think I'm actually one of them. No, that's not true. Hitler took away our nationality long ago. And besides, there are no greater enemies on earth than Germans and the Jews. Yours, Annie. Thursday, November 19, 1942. Dearest Kitty, just as we thought, Mr. Russell is a very nice man. Of course, he didn't mind sharing a room with me. To be honest, I'm not exactly delighted at having a stranger use my things, but you have to make sacrifices for a good cause. And I'm glad I can make this small one. If we can save even one of our friends, the rest doesn't matter, says Father, and he's absolutely right. The first day Mr. Russell was here, he asked me all sorts of questions. For example, what time the cleaning lady comes to the office, how we have arranged to use the washroom, and when we are allowed to go to the toilet. You may laugh, but these things aren't so easy in hiding place. During the daytime, we can't make any noise that might be heard downstairs. And when someone else is there, like the cleaning lady, we have to be extra careful. I patiently explained all this to Mr. Russell, but I was surprised to see How slow he is to catch on. He asks everything twice and still can remember what you have told him. Maybe he's just confused by a sudden change and he'll get over it. Otherwise, everything is going fine. Mr. Dussel has told us much about the outside world we have missed for so long. He has said news. Countless friends and acquaintances have been taken off to a dreadful fate. Night after night, green and grey military vehicles curse the streets. They knock on every door, asking whether any Jews live there. If so, the whole family is immediately taken away. If not, they proceed to the next house. It is impossible to escape their clutches unless you go into hiding. They often go around with lists, knocking only on those doors where they know there is a big haul to be made. They frequently offer a bounty, so much per head. It's like the slave hunt of the olden days. I don't mean to make light of this, it's much too tragic for that. In the evening, when it's dark, I often see long lines of good innocent people accompanied by crying children, walking on and on, ordered about by a handful of men who bully and beat them until they nearly drop. No one is spared. The sick, the elderly, children, babies, and pregnant women. All are marched to their deaths. We are so fortunate here and away from the turmoil. We wouldn't have to give a moment's thought to all this suffering if it weren't for the fact that we are so worried about these we hold dear, whom we can no longer help. I feel wicked sleeping in a warm bed while somewhere out there my dearest friends are dropping from exhaustion or being knocked to the ground. I get frightened myself when I think of close friends who are now at the mercy of the cruelest monsters ever to stalk the earth. And all because they are Jews. Yours, Annie.